Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so kind to each other, being so kind to me and to Miss Sarah. Thank you. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have excellent troll slayers who keep us safe. We have a great community. Speaking of great communities, there's Becca from House of Lenormand. Hello, is in the chat. Do follow House of Lenormand, and also Becca does personal readings. You're not going to find these amazing Lenormand grand tableaus that she does. You're not going to find them anywhere else. And even if you found one, they wouldn't be as good as hers. Yep. So anyway, House of Lenormand. Anyway, okay. And by the way, I get no kickback or anything. I honestly, they're really, really good. Just saying. Okay. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. So hello. All right, so people are talking about how hot it is outside. I understand. Be safe, be safe. Yeah, we had some crazy weather last night. Oh, Ricky has today's star of the show. And the star of the show, the only kitty who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. The shadow knows. Lamont Catston himself. The one and only Boo-Boo's and Kitty. Yes. And Becca's pointing out Jack Smith just filed for his appeal to the 11th. Yay! It's in here. It's in here. So there are all kinds of questions in the chat. I did want to start out with, though, thank you, Lainey. Thank you. I know that at least they're starting to mainstream media is starting to get off. Some of them are getting off the replace Biden train. About time. While ignoring 80 million things about Trump. But let me share something with you. Last night at the convention, which is, let's face it, loud. It's very loud at conventions. So, did he actually fall asleep? Okay, I don't have any sound on. Where are we? Hang on. Too many tabs open. Looks like he's trying to smell the flowers. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. With the My Pillow on the side of his head. Yeah. Oh, Becca, your Halloween costume that one year from Ivanka. Now you can just... Anyway, he's fine. That's why we can joke, because he's fine. Now, unfortunately, other people who were there were not. But as far as this man and his hypocrisy, anyway, here we go. So he's sitting next to Vance, who is 39 years old and wide awake. But look at Trump. Falling, go to sleep. Hold up your chin as high as you can. Okay. Anyway. To wake himself back up. I thought you might want to see that. All right. Okay, so I can see the questions again, and we'll jump in to your questions. So we're starting at 5:30. Okay, 5 minutes 30 seconds in. Sarah said she wonders if part of it might have been maybe he was on painkillers or something, but nobody gave Biden the benefit of the doubt. What do you expect? So, all right. I did want to point out, because we're talking about how Dumpy has chosen JD Vance as his running mate. And by the way, that isn't his given name. His given name is Bowman. But let me move over here, and I just wanted to, every day I'm going to be bringing quotes from these people. And this one I thought was interesting. I haven't seen this one anywhere. So I made a nice little graphic. Okay. So Dumpy made his choice for a running mate, JD Vance. Mr. Vance, or whatever his name is, once said that a wife abused by her husband must stay at all costs for the children. What? I mean, there's part of me that's suddenly like looking at, is her name pronounced Usa Vance? But there's this part of me that's now like, because if what he was violent, she couldn't leave. What? Yes, Becca, that was, yeah, we're going to be covering all kinds of fun stuff in the coming days. Yes, he also did. It's an inconvenience. Also, and one other thing I wanted to point out to everybody, there is a post. I am assuming this is public. And this, let me see if I can get the shorter version of this quote. There is someone who is related to JD Vance who has some choice words about his hillbilly elegy, etc. I'll put the link in the chat right now. I will also throw this into the question, or into the description box. So this person is saying that his grandparents moved to Ohio. He's not part of hillbilly anything. He's appropriated the culture. Even I'm trying to find the exact quotes, but apparently I have not read that awful book, and it's awful just because he wrote it. I'm terrified I might actually have to read it. But apparently he implies that poverty and problems that people have are their own fault, and pick yourself up by your bootstraps. And he got into Yale, and then he went into he's a lawyer, but he was in with the hedge fund people. So actually, I'm going to have the first question be, I am going to pull myself together here. I'm just trying to roll with it today because there's so much information coming in. So let's say, will Vance's quote unquote hillbilly I just misspelled that because it's hard to type with the brace on. Hillbilly appropriation. Come back to bite him, because his story, the idea that he's hillbilly through and through, and he had absolutely nothing, and he worked his way, he worked hard, and da 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 da. Terry Solar says JD Vance was born James Donald Bowman. He was adopted by his mom's third husband and had his name changed to James David Hamill, then started using his grandparents' surname of Vance. Yeah. But also incredibly dismissive of people who are hurting and suffering. Five of Pentacles, people who are poor and weak. Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This is woe is me. Money, going after the brass ring. Three of Cups, women voting. Three of Pentacles. Trust me, this guy is more MAGA than Trump. And the Star. So they have plans to take rights away from women, but women have plans to vote. And we can eclipse their plans by voting. His background is his background, because a lot of people are just buying. They're buying it like, oh, Trump is such a great businessman. I'm sorry, how many bankruptcies has he had? Honestly, how many bankruptcies has he had? He's 34 felony convictions for fraud. Well, and obstruction of justice, but he's a great businessman. This myth. 6, yes, thank you, Lisa. And Ricky, and Electra, and Old Silver. Knight of Pentacles. Is it Peter Thiel, the hedge fund guy he's in with? There's a lot of talk that that's actually why Trump picked him. It isn't just, oh, Ohio's a swing state. And also Junior's taking all the credit. Sniffy Jr. saying, I wanted him and I talked Dad into it. You go, okay, great. I wouldn't brag about that, but also it's because Vance has an in with all the rich, ultra rich tech guys and hedge fund guys, that kind of thing. And we know how desperate Trump is for money. And the cards I was pulling yesterday was just Trump's bad financial situation. Trump's bad financial situation. There's the Sun, so that's some scrutiny. Two of Wands, that's his far right communication. Ace of Wands. He's still going to blow smoke. Some people are going to believe it. We're going to have to get the word out. We're going to have to get the word out. I'm using is it the Weird World Tarot, I believe? I don't have a link to it. I believe you can still get it from Etsy. But so, speaking of women, at 14:35, Dumpy has made his choice for his running mate. This is from Claude. JD Vance. Mr. Vance once said that a wife abused by her husband must stay at all costs. No. No. How will this nomination be received by women in general? I'm a woman in general. I'm a random woman. Not a flippin' chance. Yes, Jason Smith. No, no, no. Yes, Astro Chick. He also advocates no-fault marriage. No-fault marriage, no-fault divorce. Yeah, no-fault divorce. He's against that. So you have to drag everything that your spouse, yeah, okay. You gotta damage them to, yeah. How are women gonna take this? Again, 2 of Wands, his record's out there. And he is burdened with all of his far-right garbage. 8 of Pentacles, working. 3 of Pentacles again. My understanding, I'm going to, like I said, I'll be digging in, finding out more, sharing more with you. But my understanding is he's a big proponent of 2025. Right. But there's the Justice card, and there's the Death card. And this is what I was getting yesterday. That something legal happens. I'm assuming it's about Trump. Kind of feels like that. And it damages, it changes the situation. There's a big legal thing here that tanks Trump's candidacy. But if Trump got sent to prison, wouldn't Vance just take over? Oh, and for the record, his wife, Vance's wife, they have 3 kids, I believe. She clerked for Kavanaugh and somebody else. She's a lawyer. And she only quit her job about a month ago. But continue to push your values on everybody else about women shouldn't have rights. And yeah. Oh, and did I mention she's still Hindu? She's still a Hindu. But Christians are being attacked. Thank you, Pamela. It was Kavanaugh and Roberts. Yes, thank you. And the nasty things he said about Trump, you would agree with all of them. Pretty much. Yeah. So, all right. So women will judge. And probably, yes, I like, was it noticed in the chat? I'm so sorry I missed it. Somebody said they saw steam or smoke coming out of my ears. Right here. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I can hold this behind my head, but there we go. Coming out of my ears. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, worry. Page of Swords, King of Cups. You mean Democrats winning? Yeah. So, Okay. Oh, Claude has another question. I don't know. I don't even know that I need to pull on this, but you asked, so I will. At 1940, Claude asks, Mr. Vance is also known for his anti-LGBTQ plus rights position. How will this nomination be received by the LGBTQ plus community? Swimmingly, I'm sure. Please tell me then. No, just no. Alan says I'm a Scorp too. November 7th. I get it. Fist bump. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Swords. They know what he is. They know he's lying about, it's just an illusion what he thinks gay people are, people from the LGBTQ plus community. This patriarchal garbage, they see him for what his focus is. He's refusing to listen to any more liberal ideas. And this is adding insult to injury. In fact, in this deck, it's burning their house down, metaphorically. But I don't think it's going to go well for him. Oh, Velda Ray, thank you. Sending energy to Jack Smith's appeal. Hallelujah. Thank you. Okay. So, next. A cat mom has a very interesting question at 2150. This is one of those questions. I would not have thought to ask this. I like it. JD Vance has been getting blowback. Will he remain Trump's running mate? Will he remain Trump's running mate? Mr. Bowman, Vance, whatever. Look, I have no problem with people changing their names. None. Good for you. It's when you try to say you're someone you're not. That's the problem. When you say you're of a group, you say you're of a family, you say you're related to, and yeah. So, will this guy stay VP nominee? My stomach just dropped. Just gut punch, metaphorical gut punch. Something, maybe it's the sentencing, maybe something else, but something, it's not like I'm not getting the nominee for the presidency on the Republican side being unalive. I'm not talking about that. It's more something else comes out, or there's again the sentencing. I mean, it could be any number of things, but High Priestess, higher wisdom, but he's not going to win over any women. I guess except the handful who are like, he's so handsome. Really? Not doing anything for me, but then again, I don't know. I don't find cruelty appealing. Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups in the middle, Ace of Wands, Temperance. Page of Pentacles. He doesn't have the political connections that you would think somebody in the position he's already in would have, but Oh, I'm sorry. Did I gross somebody out? Four of Cups, again, not listening, not listening, not listening. Happy democratic families. It's like, you know what? Compared to what would happen with these two chuckleheads in charge, we have it pretty good. Do not vote this time for never voting again. And he's still acting and blowing smoke, but temperance. It's like, no, just hush. And I have this weird, like, huge sinking feeling. Something comes up, something comes out about Trump, something about Trump's candidacy, something. And it's just so many heinous, beautiful people are popular just because of skin deep beauty. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, okay, so Cosmic Goat Lady. See, one of the great things, one of the reasons I'm able to do this every day is because of your optimism, not just mine, but yours, which is great. So I'm willing to read on this because I am grateful for your optimism. 3640. Will Vance give over his tax returns? I bet there are a few financial skeletons in Vance's closet. I think those are two different things. Will he turn over his tax returns? Same way Trump isn't going to. Nope, nope, nope. Garland, I have not picked up on that. There are some readers who have, but I have not. That's adorable. That's what the cards are saying. Thief card. Oh, don't this? You want to see this? Yeah, you could absolutely let me, yeah, absolutely. What, didn't I give that to you? 10 of Wands, burdened, 3 of Cups, howling at the moon, 7 of Wands, so on the defensive, 5 of Pentacles. No, I am just getting this game like Trump used to play. Oh, I'm being audited. Oh, in 2 weeks. Oh, I'm getting this. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I'll yeah. But at 2840, will some financial skeletons come out of Vance's past closet, whatever? Hmm. Oh, Vance. Are there any well, seven of Pentacles is the fruits of labor. So, of course, he made all of his money by the sweat of his brow. Uh-huh. King of Cups. We'll get back to that. Two of Swords, Lovers, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, gosh, this guy's an authoritarian. Like, brutal. Like, that kind of brutal. And you don't need to know the cards. Just look at those two cards. That's what they're after. And the cult situation is staggering. The wife of the man who was killed on Saturday, President Biden called her to offer condolences. She refused to take his call, and she said, "It's because my husband was a staunch Republican, and he wouldn't have wanted me to take that call." Now, look, I understand everybody grieves in their own way, but that sounds a little cultish to me. Just saying. So, people are really going to vote for this guy, huh? At least these people will. People who want us to go down this path. But Joe Biden's still here. Democrats are still here. So I'm not getting necessarily a lot of skeletons coming out of his closet now. I don't know if he's going to be, in the limelight long enough for that to, well, the super bright limelight he's under right now. I'm not quite sure how long he's going to be in that. I'm sure there are some people who are going to think the world of him, but Susan Yanta says, "You never refuses sympathy." Elizabeth B says she's rude. Okay, I don't know. At 32:30, Julia Worcester, hypnotist, and Nettie Mortimer were asking, has this hurt? Let's make this 32:45. Has this hurt Trump's chance of being elected into office again? Ratu says she rejected compassion. Guamzilla has a good point. Limelight until Trump gets jealous of him getting the attention. But, people can grieve in their own way. But just a little off key, if that makes any sense. Is the choice of Vance going to hurt Trump's chances of being reelected? All we have to do is make sure we get out the message about who Vance really is, and don't let him play this, "I understand you. I understand the little people." Becca says, "I wonder how MAGA's going to react when they find out Vance ain't married to a white woman." And she's still Hindu. Yeah. Anyway. 7 of Wands on the defensive. Trump has definitely been on the defensive. King of Pentacles. My gosh, this man needs money. He's desperate for money. 2 of Swords. It's voters. It's voting. It's my card of going to the polls, of voting, making your choice. 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. 4 of Swords. It's a final decision. You're done. Silence. No more appeals. No more. And that's going to be a while, I think. 4 of Wands. Among the faithful, Trump doubled down on for all his talk about, everything's changed. I'm all about unity now. And then was it within 24 hours, 36 hours, he was bashing E. Jean Carroll again and calling all of his trials witch hunts and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. Let me go back up here. Deb, Hope, I'm with you. Please be kind to that poor woman. She can't be anything but in shock. And having PTSD as the events were horrific. And she did say Trump had not called. That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, and I'm not, like I said, everybody grieves in their own way. It just struck me. It just sounded coldish. Anyway. All I want is this lovely color. Purple. Blue and purple. Purple. I like that. All right. Well, there's more. All right. At 36:30, Alexa Gibson had a question. 36. Can you read to see if the energy is the same for Biden-Harris to likely win in November? Has this hurt Biden-Harris becoming president, vice president in November? Oh, Norma, that's something I really don't want to get into, because when I read on somebody, I'm getting into their energy, and I don't really want to intrude on the energy of somebody who's grieving. But I appreciate your question. Biden-Harris, Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's looking good. That's good. Knight of Pentacles. Well, we know they're coming. Sun. Yeah. People who are racist blankety blanks who are against Harris. I mean, even Vance's wife. Oh. Please. This is my racism card, unfortunately. Didn't have one till I started reading on politics, but now I do. Four of Cups. Six of Cups. When it comes right down to it, nostalgia. Eight of Pentacles. Was it? It wasn't Lester Holt. Who was the tall guy who just interviewed Biden? Because it was despicable. That he just are you? Do you regret the wording you used against Donald Trump that has inflamed the situation? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you Donald Trump? Can we go down a list of what he has said and how anything Biden has said has obviously been a metaphor and wasn't anywhere. It wasn't even in the ballpark of the things Trump has said. The man with 34 felony convictions. I don't think it was Lester Holt, was it? It was the other one. He's got dark hair. It was infuriating. Star Melody Elizabeth B says, I was so angry I changed the channel. So did I. Mary Hughes Apple says the president let him have it. Well, he definitely stood up for himself, but the question was ridiculous. It was Lester? Okay. Lester Holt. Okay, thank you. Why am I picturing the other? He's really, really tall and he has dark hair. Anyway. Michelle Thomas asking, doesn't Biden have immunity? Exactly. Okay. So Steve had a question at 4:20. The Teamsters are not endorsing anyone this time around. Will they change their mind on that? Now, you have to understand, my grandfather was in the Teamsters. He was a milkman, and in East St. Louis. And when he started, he would, it's real, you get up in the middle of the night, you go down, and he would put all the milk bottles and everything into the back of the cart, and he would get into onto the driver's bench, and he would take a nap, and the horse would drive to the first stop because it knew exactly where to go. And when the horse suddenly stopped and all the bottles rattled behind him, my grandfather would wake up and then start making deliveries. He was also a poet in his spare time. And I have my middle name is from him. So anyway, no, that but he was part of the Teamsters, and they, in getting everything switched over to trucks rather than horse-drawn carts, he was a part of that. So Teamsters, what are you doing? What are you doing? He says, first, I don't accept your premises that my grandfather was a milkman. I have pictures. There are witnesses. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you, Hollywood. He is a good man. Anyway, okay, so Teamsters, King of Swords, that would be them making a decision. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, Strength, High Priestess. So this is all leaning toward the left, but it's Knight of Pentacles here. I don't know what the level of corruption is in the Teamsters right now. There was a time it was very, very bad. There have been other times it hasn't been as bad. I have to wonder, it's is there somebody whose palms need to be greased? I don't know. Is it that kind of, let me pull some more cards. Is that the corruption? Is there actual corruption, or is it just maybe their own people are divided? That could be it. Oh, Cherry in the middle with the horse-drawn cart. Oh, so sweet. Four of Swords, that's not making a decision. Hierophant, Chariot, Queen of Wands. I have to wonder. Kevin Waggy says, I was a Teamster. It's all about the money. Yeah. Visualize 70. Oh, I think you just won the internet. Palms to be greased. Will 30 pieces of silver do? Yeah. At best, the people, the Teamsters who would vote, they're split. At worst, there's some heavy duty right-wing influence there, and the fact that they're not endorsing anybody might actually be kind of a blessing. So we'll just move along. Oh, Kathy, and thank you. Tap on your shoulder from Grandpa. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He was a good man. I always liked him. Anyway. Okay. All right, so then the next question is at 45:35. Now, I'm not going to be able to come up with a specific number on this. It's not what tarot does. But Cosmic Goat Lady was wondering, ballpark. Is there a notable amount overall? A notable percentage of Trump's workforce at his own run businesses, not just the marketing stuff, but the businesses he owns. Is there a significant, notable percentage of workers who are undocumented? I think we already know that. I believe this is the Weird World Tarot, and I think it's still available on Etsy, but I'm not sure. Okay, I pulled the cards up, upside down, right side up. Two of Cups. Everybody documented there? Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Laws, charity. So that's the thing. If they are just so bent on rounding up people who don't have papers, please. If they are so absolutely immigration is the worst thing possible, fine. You can stop immigration very quickly. Start finding the business owners who are hiring them. Wait. We can vilify all of these people because they're the other, but actually solve the problem? Lovers, cult thinking, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups. He doesn't care. And frankly, I don't even think his voters would care. Honestly. And if one of his businesses became unprofitable because he couldn't somehow, which I doubt it'll come to that, because everything will always have to benefit him. They'd just shut down that business. Try to find a different way to grift. Infuriating. Okay, so Nettie had a question. Michael Popak. We like Michael Popak, and we like Jack Smith, and this is a question about both of them. Michael Popak just said that Jack Smith has filed for an appeal against Cannon. Yay! And that Jack should be granted that appeal on her biased ruling and using the wrong statute of the law once again. Will Jack prevail? I hope he prevails in getting a new judge on the case. Please. Please. Oy. All right, Jack Smith. Oh, sending as much positive energy as possible to Jack Smith and his team. All right, Chariot would be things moving forward. Finally. Eight of Wands. The the picture of this card has nothing to do with the Eight of Wands as far as I'm concerned, but this is all the wands flying through the air. Ken threw everything at this to try to stop it that she could, Two of Wands. And then Thomas, was it, gave her basically the blueprint on how to throw this out. And then she wrote up her decision, which takes time. And she waited until the first day of the Republican convention to throw out the case. What a coinky dink. No, not at all. The world, she's done. Eight of Swords, legally hemmed in. There's the Sun. I need some clarification on this Sun card, because I've been reading so much on the Republicans that this Sun card, it can't always, let's say, shine. But hemmed in, you're done, you're hemmed in. What is the Sun card? What's the Sun card here? And you know, I got bad cards about this for months and months, and she delayed this trial for like a year. Queen of Wands. Oh, she is absolutely committed to the right. Page of Wands, Three of Wands, Six of Swords. She did what she could. And now we are waiting for Trump's, let's say, ship to come in. That Six of Swords, the swords in the boat with the people going up the river. So it feels good. Will it take a while? Will it take a long time? TJ says she served her purpose. Yeah. Okay. 10 of Cups. Well, we're happy. Ahaha. The Emperor. Shaky ground. Shaky arguments. Sword of Truth coming out. All right, so it looks like we've finally gotten off this track, and now we're starting from a dead stop, but at least we're off that track of cannons to nowhere. Off that, we have to get back up to speed, going in the right direction. So, please. All right. Nettie Mortimer had another question. This one was about MTG, and I've got to tell you, if you didn't see it, Colbert who has been a little dodgy recently, but Colbert did say something last night that was very funny, and I'm going to spoil it for you here. So the question from Nettie here is, there's a growing movement of people calling for Marge to resign after her deplorable statements blaming Democrats for what happened to Trump. Will anything come of it? Okay, I will ask that. Last night, apparently the first day of the convention was Make America Wealthy Again. What? Why on earth did they have MTG was one of the speakers then? Okay. But apparently at one point she said, Trump is the president that America deserves. And Colbert said, really? What do we do? Run over a witch's cat? Who? All right, Marge. Oh, T. Jones pointing out the Teamster president spoke at the RNC, the convention. No, that would explain it. Oh, Becca, are you trying to use logic? Are you trying to use logic on stuff related to Trump? Okay. Two of Swords. She's up for re-election. Eight of Pentacles. She's working. The Justice card, though. Six of Cups, nostalgia. There's a Fool and sleepless nights. Ooh. I'd be floored if she was voted out. She's in the rubiest of ruby red districts. But hello, giant Justice card. Why are you here? And who was it that brought up in the chat the about how the January 6th evidentiary hearing starts in September? A cat mom says, my kitties are just fine, thank you. And I am glad. I'm very glad. You know me. I want the kitties to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. Okay. Anne says she was involved with January 6th. Yeah. Artu's asking investigations. Well, there's a lot that's going to come out in September in the evidentiary hearing. So Miriam Tully's asking who's running against her. I honestly don't know. Is there anybody? Sometimes I don't even know if she always runs. Some districts, they don't even run a Democrat, so I would imagine, but I don't know. Okay, so, and thank you for the clarification, CC Ryder. Clarence Thomas was hospitalized, but it was back in 2022. Thank you. All right, at 5720. Let's look at, let's do the next one. But the future of the justice system, 57. Let's do 5735. Will we ever, reversed images one, as will we ever have a justice system that works? And of course, my brain immediately went, Will we ever have a justice system that works? In the United States of America, we have a justice system that really works. King of Pentacles. Because if you got money, you get more justice. Justice. No one got the reference. A little disappointed, but that's okay. Fool. Page of Swords. Nine of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Someday, maybe. The truth, yes, but that's in the future. A lot of people do dumb stuff. And they're either treated all out of proportion to what they did, or what they did was heinous and they're treated barely at all. Thank you, John Platt. Thank you. But this nine of Wands, feeling beaten up, that's going to go on for a while. Someday Happy families, sort of truth. But it's going to be a while. So, thank you, Carol. Yes, it was. Thank you, Bonnie. Okay, what else have we got? What else have we got? At 1 hour, 15 minutes in, CGM had a question. At 1T. Is our current speaker connected to Putin in any way? Speaker Mikey, he hates everything Johnson the heretic. Let's see, it's related to Putin. Just want to make sure we're talking about the same person. Lisa Wiley, did we see Trump's wife last night? Pretty sure not, but correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Sue. Yes, God King Tony Clifton. 0 bank accounts, yes. Remember, according to his financial records, our Speaker of the House does not have a bank account, but doesn't pay interest, so he doesn't have to even bring it up. How could there be anything nefarious there? Knight of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Knight of Swords, Hermit, Ten of Cups. It kind of feels like that's the least of what we need to worry about with him. Now, has there been some, this is my card for the money courier, moving money around. And suspension of this kind of stuff with the Knight of Swords. So this is active legal oversight. Hermit, Ten of Cups. With the Seven of Cups is a card for the reading, which makes me think that this isn't the right track. This is what our worry, but this isn't what we need to worry about with him. That's what I'm getting. All right, at 1 hour, 3 minutes, Eileen had a question at 3:15. While the Supreme Court may choose to hear more cases that could cause problems, that's kind of a given, alas, will the Supreme Court be made up of the same people by the time that those cases are heard? Will new members come on as others leave, perhaps? Okay, basically, are we going to have turnover at the Supreme Court? Are we going to get some significant turnover at the Supreme Court that moves it back toward decency? Crazy talk. Will Supreme Court become more liberal, basically? Overall. Less conservative. Okay, well, basically, with a smile and $2.50, you can buy one of the justices. I think women are going to come out and vote in a big way in November. And this is us being very happy. And there's the star, so there's hope. But they're still there. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, worry, justice. King of Pentacles. The rich on the right still being able to buy off justices. It's going to take time. Even trying to impeach like Kavanaugh and Thomas and all of that, it's going to take time, I'm afraid. There's a lot of damage they could do between here and there, I'm afraid. Supreme Court. We have to wait a while. Sorry. We have to wait a while. All right, but that is going to do it for me for today. I stayed extra time so I believe I got all of the questions that you gave me. So, and I will be back tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow is Wednesday. Do you know what that means? It's Sarah Wednesday. Yay! So that is tomorrow. So we'll get some more Sarah. And other than that, it's 1:17 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel as usual. You're always welcome. We're over there being productive and focusing on our projects. And you're always welcome to drop in. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow with Sarah. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on, please. Yeah, so other than that, I just hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't let these people get you down. We're going to vote in huge numbers. We're going to vote. Don't let them take your peace of mind. Don't let them take your health. Okay? You are too important for that. All right, so hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. And I will see you right back here again tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. All right, take care.